This is where we homeschool. Papers, printer, this is where I keep curriculum, lots of stuff that we don't use, but I try to have it available, or that I want to use, what I hope we'll use, in these 3 drawers. The rest of this is my husband's dresser. These are our quiet boxes. So I have 2 kids, and when I'm working with one, they get to use one of these quiet boxes. So there's special things, whether it's special toys or puzzles or special Play-Doh, and we switch out when I'm switching with kids. So here's the quiet boxes. Then this is our Pledge of Allegiance flag. They get to pick 3 of them, whatever ones they want to use. But over here is mostly the stuff, the big stuff that we use. So each kid has their own little folder, and we have math and language arts in each of these. So I like to keep them mobile, because usually, well, at least in the wintertime, we homeschool always in here or at the kitchen counter. But once it starts warming up, we just take one of these, and we always go outside. So I try to be outside as much as possible. So if they just grab one of these, we can take this outside. Here are our books. I'm trying to be better at our focus of the month. Choose books for that month to go right here. This is a little thing we started this year, where every week something that they find or something that we study, they get to add something. So by the end of the year, each of these little cubbies should be full. Here's our calendar. So we have it in English and Spanish. So you can see we're still in April. That's a little late. And here are our books that we try to pull from. And this thing is awesome for all of our homeschool stuff. It has everything we need. So if we want, that can go outside with us when we start doing school outside. And we try to learn a scripture. So here's our scripture out in our homeschool space. And this is where we homeschool. When we homeschool, we go with a homeschool rhythm, because starting at a certain time just didn't work for me. If we started a little late, I already felt like I was done for the day. So we decided to do a homeschool rhythm. So we get up, have breakfast, usually do a little scripture study during breakfast. Then we have our little responsibilities, like make our bed, brush teeth, get ready, and then I play a song. They know which song comes on, and by the end of that song, they need to be in here, and we start our homeschool little devotional where we read a story about a hero or a virtue, and we have the Pledge of Allegiance and a prayer, and we read that scripture. Then after that, we split up. I take 30 minutes with one child, 30 minutes with the other, and at that point we get a snack, and we alternate days. We'll do Spanish on Mondays, science on another day, art on another day, reading, just having reading tea time one day, and then we try to do field trips Fridays. So we're out and about on Fridays. But then after we finish that little elective part, we have lunch, and we are done with our homeschool rhythm. We're usually done for sure by 2 o'clock each day, which is really nice. This is what I use to homeschool with. So my 8-year-old boy, we do the Good and the Beautiful math, and we do the Good and the Beautiful language arts as well. And just to keep him motivated through these 2 workbooks, I create little, I don't know, he can see his status. So every page he gets to color something, and then by the time he gets to the rocket, he knows like that's our celebration. So I try to create something like this for each of our workbooks so that they can see where they're at, so they can see we are making progress. And then something else with my 8-year-old, we have loved these books. They're called Dash Into Learning. And he loves reading these books because it's about like there's animals, and it's just so imaginary and creative, and he will read these to my little girl every day. So we love Dash into Learning books. Those are his favorite books to read. Then for my 6-year-old, we've tried this curriculum. It's called, this is for language arts. Okay. Learning Dynamic Readers, just on Amazon. And I chose this one for her because she is a busybody, which, like me, she loves to be outside, and she is very hands-on. And so this curriculum, you learn all of your letters and sounds and stuff with songs. It has a lot of songs. So we listen to songs and she colors, and it has games and stuff. So we've been doing language arts with Learning Dynamics, which has been really helpful. And then Good and the Beautiful Math. And she loves it just because she loves this cute little box and the cars in it. It keeps her, I guess she just doesn't get bored. She's not really a workbook type kind of person, but we have loved this math. Every day we use this book together with both of them. The Children's Book of Virtues, and they have one, the Children's Book of Heroes. So we read a story every day out of here, and they love that part of our curriculum. And then we wanted to do Spanish this year, so this was our curriculum for Spanish. It was called Sonrisas Spanish, and it has a lot of music too. So that is our curriculum. So this is how we can make homeschool work for our family. We're still learning, but these are some things that have been really helpful. So this is our morning game. So every morning they know they get to move their little game pieces, to eat breakfast, get dressed, brush teeth, clean up any toys that are out in our main living area, and then at the finish. And then if they get all this done, because some of them are starting to get down like, I didn't make it again, that we made these charts. So these are their super reward charts, that if they, whatever they got done, I didn't focus on what they didn't get done, whatever they got done, they would get to put a sticker on when they got to the homeschool room. And then when they finished their chart, their reward, I think, was to go to the dollar store. So they were really stoked about that. But this morning game, that's what we try to do before homeschool. Then after homeschool, these are their responsibilities that they do each day before they have their friends over, or, you know, they can earn their TV time or game time. So this really helps my kids know what the expectations are. And then we just started this, I saw it on Pinterest, but this clock, each color represents something. So they can see, oh, when we're on this color, this is breakfast, this is school. When we get to green, that's my time for friends. So I want to get my responsibilities done, and then I can have this friend time or free play time. So that really helps me feel like they're learning responsibilities. As for cooking, I really struggle with cooking. It stresses me out. So something that has helped is, you know, buying those freezer meals or having pre-made freezer meals. Trying to devote one day, like Sundays, as a prep day to get all of our snacks and stuff. And that has really helped if I will make that time for prep. And as for workouts, I just started working out these past couple of months, and just super simple workouts, like 30 minutes in the morning. And I try to do it during that time. I'll even do it when they're eating breakfast, because I'm still getting stuff done while they're eating and they're getting their morning game done, so I can work out then. And as for how do we keep the house clean, if they're really good about their responsibilities, it doesn't get too messy, but this is, yeah, we're still striving on that. How else do we make homeschool work? How do I get time for myself? That's been something that's been really important for me, but my husband too. He wants to make sure I have that time. And so we've worked out that Thursday evenings, even if I get 2 hours Thursdays, that helps me feel refreshed and get going. And also to make homeschool work, we only do the actual like sit down schooling Monday through Thursday, and then we have a free day or field trip day Friday, and that really helps me to just do it Monday through Thursday. Then I don't get too worn out and I feel refreshed. Those are some ideas on how to make homeschool work. This is why we homeschool. And my reasons have kind of not shifted, but expanded. But the first reason why we chose to homeschool was because I wanted my children to form healthy and good attachments with me and my husband. I wanted to make sure that that was a good, safe attachment, and that was really important to me. So that was a main reason why we wanted to homeschool. And now it's kind of changed into, not changed, but we homeschool because I want them to learn true principles and to feel confident in who they are and not be swayed on who they should be or what they should. I want them to feel confident in themselves and who they are, and to have that space and that time and that freedom to decide who they are and expand on who they are. And now probably one of the biggest reasons is that I want God and Christ to be in their learning. Because if he's in their learning, then it'll be perfect. And if they can have that, then I think that's one of the best things we can give them. That's why we homeschool.